Alright, it is about time. In my last video, I spoke upon the possible movesets of Gyutaro. Since the DLC is coming, and since there are a lot of hype around it, it will be interesting to see what these characters could possibly do and what they can have in their movesets. And if you didn't know, the DLC contains Daki, Tengen, Gyutaro, Nezuko, new version of Tanjiro, new version of Zenitsu, and a new version of Inosuke. And if you see the thumbnail of this video, we're going to be talking about that boy, Tengen. The movesets that he had in the anime, will they convert over to the game? Before we find out, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Don't miss the next one, because we're going to be talking about that girl Daki. But let's get into the video. Unlike demons, slayers don't have 5 skills. So with Tengen, we'll talk about his 3 potential movesets, his grab, his heavy, and then we will talk about everyone's favorite moment, his ultimate. Now y'all should definitely stick around for his ultimate, because I'm telling y'all, he will probably have the best ultimate in this game. So let's go on and talk about his skills, starting off with this tilt skill. Now almost every slayer in this game have a tilt skill that is perfect for controlling neutral. For Zenitsu, it is TCF. For Shinobu, it is Swift Thrust. For every water breathing, except for Sabuto, it is Water Wheel. So I am expecting for Tengen that his tilt skill is going to be something similar. Something that can travel a good amount of distance and that is quick. And we've seen something like that in the anime, which was his sound breathing 5th form string performance. If you don't know what that is, it is this skill right here. And as you can see, this skill is an advancing skill, which makes it perfect for controlling neutral like most tilt skills in this game. It will most likely act very similar to Water Wheel and having hitbox on both sides. And on top of that, it will most likely be super quick as well, making it the perfect tilt skill for Tengen. Not only will it be fast, it will also be flashy. Now that we got his tilt skill out the way, let's go on and go into his normal skill. Now normal skills are usually follow-up skills for the tilt skill, but they can also be good for neutral as well. So when thinking of a normal skill, there isn't really a specific criteria that it has to be, as long as it can connect after the tilt skill. Now, a few people think Tengen will have projectiles. However, I don't think it's going to be projectiles, but instead, it will be bombs. After hitting the opponent with your tilt skill, it will either knock them back or stun them, and then you will proceed to follow up with these bombs. Now, as you can see in this clip, these bombs will blow the opponent upwards, and then you'll be able to dash afterwards for free with the air combo. Now, the interesting things about these bombs is that they don't go off unless they hit their target. If they hit the target, they will blow up. However, if they don't hit the target, they will stay on the ground for a certain amount of time. Now, I know this sounds familiar because this sounds just like Emu's bubble. The only difference is that the Emu bubble doesn't blow up on contact. It will blow up after a certain amount of time and bounce the opponent up in the air. So these bombs will almost have the same mechanic. Now let's go on to his guard skill. Now majority of the guard skills in this game is an armored skill. However, there are exceptions just like Giyu, Akaza, Shinobu, Yorokodaki, Yaba, and a few others. And I think Tengen is going to join these group of people and not have an armored guard skill. Instead, I feel like he's going to have something similar to Giyu. Giyu has his specialty, the Dead Calm, which starts blue combos. And what skill does Tengen have that is somewhat like Dead Calm? Well, at least like the animation. Well, it is his 4th form, constant resounding slashes. As you can see, Tengen will deflect any opponent attacks, and after deflecting these attacks, he will be able to go offensive himself, making the perfect guard skill, and it's just like Dead Calm. But who knows if it will start a blue combo or not. Now that we got all of his skills out the way, we're getting closer and closer to talk about his ultimate. But before we talk about the ultimate, we have to talk about his grab and his heavy. Now, starting off with this grab, I think it's going to be something simple. Now, I do think his grab is going to be super quick. Probably the 3rd quickest grab in the game behind Inosuke and Akaza. It's going to have a pretty decent range. Nothing crazy like HK Tanjiro, but something more like Murata. And his grab sequence will look something just like this. He uses the end of his blade to connect to his opponent. Turn off the grab animation, it will connect and probably stand him onto the ground and just look at the distance between him and his opponent. It will be pretty decent. Like I said, I think this grab is going to be quick and have a pretty good grab range. Nothing insane, but pretty good regardless. Now we're going to go on to his heavy. Now his heavy could be many things, but me personally, I think his heavy is going to be something like Inosuke. I said it's for Gyutaro, but I think it's also going to apply for Tengen as well. He will jump in the air and come back down, slamming his opponent, and can start a combo just like that. Something sweet and simple for his heavy. Now for everybody's favorite moment, we're going to go on and discuss his ultimate. Now like I said in Gyutaro's video, I fully think that Tengen will have the best ultimate in this DLC. I mean, come on, he's Tengen, he's a Sound Ashra, he is the flashiest character in the whole anime. He has to have one of the best ultimates in this game. But here's how I think his ultimate will go. First, he will start off by dashing at his opponent. After the ultimate connects, he will hit you with a few hits, kind of the same way that Water Chanjo did in his ultimate. However, with each hit, there will be an explosion afterwards. After they hit, the screen's gonna saturate just like this, and then proceed to land the finishing blow. However, it won't be over until he does his pose. And after the pose, there might be some explosions in the background. Now that is all for Tengen moveset. Let me know in the comments, are you vibing with these movesets? Would these movesets be a W? And would this make Tengen the flashy character that he is? I'm really looking forward to what CC2 have in offer for these next coming characters, because so far, I think they did a pretty good job with most of these characters in the game. And with that being said, turn on post notifications if y'all don't want to miss the docu video that I'm gonna post next. But your boy is out. Adios amigos. Cue the outro.